I mean, just this last week, on the 16th of September, it was announced that China and U.S. reached basic consensus on TikTok. And this was posted in the China Daily, which is one of their official news organizations. And in the second paragraph, where they announced that there's a consensus on properly resolving related TikTok issues, the next paragraph says, however, Beijing has made it clear that it will not pursue any deal that compromises China's core principles, the interests of Chinese companies, or international fairness and justice. So China just said right there, yeah, we'll sit down and talk with you. We'll do whatever we can to get the best deal, whatever, but we will not compromise. And we've seen the Wall Street Journal report on that as well. And so the point is while we keep trying to come up with deals, we have to have a sense of realism that the Chinese Communist Party is not going to compromise when it comes to giving in or allowing the United States government to do fair and free trade without the Chinese stealing our technology or transferring that money into the PLA to build bombs and fighters and space satellites to spy and kill us. So I think what's going to happen and what you're going to see over time is much like you've seen in the first 7 months of the administration. The president came in and in a good faith effort said, I'm going to work with Putin and we're going to resolve the war in Ukraine. And you heard him yesterday say, I'm very disappointed in Putin. He's let me down. And I guarantee you, in 7 months from now, we will hear the President of the United States say the same thing about Xi Jinping. And in that time, we'll have found ways to decouple and get our businesses out of China. I believe that's where we're headed. And so I have to trust the president, the commander in chief, to negotiate that and to deal the way he deals with people. He's been very successful. And I think we need to not be blindly trusting, but we need to keep, on our end of this spectrum here, making sure that they are aware of the threats, making sure that they're aware that when they sell something to China, that it's going to be used to harm us. And I think the administration knows that, but maybe they need the political leverage from folks like us to raise that so that they can be justified in when they finally say, hey, I tried in good faith and I'm walking away now. And I think that the Chinese Communist Party, as they say in their papers, as Xi says, as every one of their political leaders say, they're not going to compromise. So it's inevitable that we're not going to get to some of these big deals.